All right, Melissa, thank you so much for coming in today. I know that this has been hard, but we're almost done. We've got just a few more decisions to make. We've already planned the service and the funeral and the graveside service for your grandpa, Mr. Joe Bond. I know he was a good man. Everyone was really sad to see him go, but he has been a good impact on a lot of people's lives. Been a great man.
He definitely was.
Yeah. Well, while we were speaking earlier, you had mentioned I talked about the difference between wood and metal, and you had mentioned that you didn't want to see no metal. You wanted to go with a wood casket.
Yeah.
And so we're here. I've got a selection of them here, and I'll tell you that the two main types of wood caskets are going to be a hardwood casket like a oak or walnut or mahogany, or a softwood, which is more like pine and poplar. Now, the pine and poplar are going to be a little bit more common. They're more plentiful in the area. They're a softer wood, so it's easier to manufacture, easier for them to shape. This is a pine here. As you can see, you've heard people talk about old pine box. Well, that's not what they really do. It is a pine box, but you can see it's a lot more beautiful and a lot more designed than just a box. And so
the craftsmanship is a lot more than what I ever expected for an old pine box.
Yeah, and the grain there is beautiful. And here's some other, these are hardwoods here, the oak and the mahogany. Oak is very common as the most popular choice. It has the features that a lot of people see in furniture, wood furniture, and a lot of woodwork. And then you have the walnut here. But regardless of which species of wood you choose, each wood is going to be a unique casket just because of the nature of the grain, and the woods are going to be unique to each tree. And so if you have a preference in either of these.
I mean, I like them all. I think they are very fine quality wood caskets. I just love the idea of a pine box. My grandfather grew up in like the Northwest, you know, where pines are tall, and this just looks like him. This is what I see him
Very
in.
fitting in him, just man.
Yeah, I do.
And we can even put that little branch in the inner panel.
Yeah, I love
that.
Yeah, I love the whole. Yeah, it's very woodsman.
Yep. Now you also have a choice of stains. This here would be kind of a natural stain there, or it doesn't really have any at all. It's out of a natural grain, I guess. And then you can see there's different colors of stain. But it sounds like you were pretty happy with this the way it is. You like that natural, just a polish over it. And
it's very just natural,
very
and
rustic, and
still very beautiful though.
Right.
I
and
love
that's
it.
a very masculine casket. I think that's very fitting for him.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now this being a wood casket, it's naturally porous and it's gonna not really provide as much protection as say a steel casket that has a gasket around it that's sealed up. So with it being in that condition, you know, when it goes into the ground, it's gonna not last as long as the steel would. But what we can do to help combat that, is to help provide some relief from that, is we have an outer burial container, or a vault as it's a lot of times called. And I'll tell you that by law, you're not required to get a vault, but with the cemetery rules, then they do require a vault for burial there. And so
I can't imagine getting this beautiful casket and not having some protection.
You are right on. You are exactly right, because this is going to provide. This is going to be your main line of defense against the outer intrusion of water and in the weight of the earth. This vault's going to give you that level of protection. Where this is beautiful and it's very porous and is not. This will be the way you can actually ensure that's going to get maximum life out of the beautiful casket there and give maximum protection for Mr. Joe.
This one looks a little plain.
Yep. Now that is a concrete with a liner inside of it, so it will provide more protection than just in the ground. But that's kind of on the minimal side. But that does provide quite a lot. But we also have metal caskets up here that are made that are of higher quality. But yeah, that's going to be a very good support. A lot of what you're doing is providing the weight of the earth on top of that casket, especially being wood. And so if you'd like to go with that Monticello, that's a great choice. I think that'll provide a good level of protection for him.
Yeah, definitely. If you think that would provide the protection needed, then that sounds good to me.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, if you'd like to step here, Melissa, I can show you that. We actually have that casket in the showroom. If you'd like to look at it.
I would. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. I'll get back to